The sun hung high in a cloudless sky, its heat pressing down on the rugged Anatolian plateau. This was a land of sharp contrasts, windswept plains stretching wide, jagged mountains standing guard, and a silence that seemed to hold centuries of secrets. Hidden among these hills was a secret, so vast, so powerful, it had slipped from memory like a dream fading at dawn. This was Hattusa, the lost capital of the Hittites, a city that once beat with the pulse of a mighty empire, only to vanish into the shadows of time. For centuries, the Hittites were little more than a whisper in ancient texts, a shadowy rival to Egypt, a brief mention in the Bible. Many scholars doubted they had ever truly existed. Then, in the early 90s, a determined German archaeologist named Hugo Winckler set out on a quest driven by a hunch and relentless curiosity. He wasn't after treasure or tombs. He was chasing a faint echo of a forgotten people. Winckler's team began digging at a quiet Turkish village called Bogazköy. At first, they found only fragments, pottery shards, crumbled walls, hints of a settlement. But in 1906, beneath a modest mound, they uncovered something extraordinary. Thousands of clay tablets covered in strange, unfamiliar script. The air seemed to hum with the weight of discovery. This was no ordinary find, it was a library, a vault of lost knowledge. As scholars worked to decode the tablets, a remarkable story emerged. These were the Bogazköy Archives, telling tales of kings and queens, of wars and peace treaties, of gods worshipped and daily lives lived. They revealed the Hatti known to us as the Hittites and their magnificent capital, Hattusa. This was no mere city. It was a sprawling fortress, a political and spiritual heart that rivaled the great empires of Mesopotamia and Egypt. Picture Hattusa at its height, a city perched on a steep cliff, surrounded by massive walls that stretched for miles. These walls were guarded by stone lions and sphinxes, their fierce eyes watching over the plains below. Inside, the city was a maze of grand temples dedicated to storm gods and sun goddesses, their altars always burning with offerings. Palaces adorned with colorful frescoes housed the ruling elite, while markets bustled with goods from across the ancient world, from distant mountains, fine textiles, exotic spices. Skilled craftsmen hammered bronze and iron, their weapons and tools unmatched. The Hittites were masters of metal, their innovations giving them an edge in battle and trade. Life in Hattusa balanced tradition with progress. Their legal system was surprisingly fair for its time, focusing on restoring what was lost rather than harsh punishment. Diplomacy was their strength as much as warfare. The Hittites were skilled negotiators, forging alliances and peace treaties that shaped the ancient world. The most famous of these was the Treaty of Kadesh, with Egypt's Ramesses II, the earliest known international peace agreement. This was a civilization that understood power, not just through conquest, but through dialogue and law. Yet, even this great city was not immune to trouble. Internal conflicts simmered beneath the surface. Servile princes, court intrigues, and ominous prophecies. Outside, enemies pressed at the borders, plagues struck the people, and the empire's strength began to wane. If you're enjoying this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that bring history's greatest mysteries to life. Then came the late Bronze Age collapse, around 1200 BCE, a time of upheaval that shook the entire Near East. Empires fell, trade routes disappeared, and populations scattered. The causes remain debated: climate change, drought, invasions by mysterious sea peoples, or internal rebellion. Whatever the reasons, Hattusa was caught in the storm. Archaeologists found signs of a sudden, hurried abandonment. Personal belongings were left behind, food still stored, workshops silent. It was as if the city's people vanished overnight. Did they flee famine or war? Did they move their capital to escape disaster? The ruins offer no clear answers, only a haunting silence. For centuries, Hattusa lay buried beneath earth and time. Its walls crumbled, temples turned to dust, and the stone guardians gazed out over empty fields. The city seemed swallowed by the earth itself, erased from memory. But the story didn't end there. The tablets brought the Hittites back to life, revealing a rich culture of gods, rituals, laws, and technology. They pioneered ironworking, giving them a powerful advantage. Hattusa was not just a lost city, it was a lost civilization, full of knowledge that reshaped how we understand the ancient world. One mystery remains: the theory of Tarhuntasa. Some historians believe that after Hattusa's fall, the Hittites moved their capital south to a place called Tarhuntasa. Inscriptions and ruins in places like Carchemish hint that the Hittite culture survived longer than once thought. Was Tarhuntasa a refuge, a new capital, or a fading echo of a once great empire? The lack of clear evidence keeps this question open, a tantalizing puzzle for future discovery. The story of Hattusa is more than a tale of a lost city. It's a reminder of how power can rise and fall, how time can bury greatness, and how discovery can bring the past back to life. From doubt and legend to revelation and awe, the Hittites have reclaimed their place in history. And as we stand among their silent stones, we are left to wonder, what other stories lie hidden beneath the earth, waiting for us to listen? The past is never truly gone. It waits patiently for those who seek to uncover its secrets. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of an ancient empire, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more stories that bring history to life. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand our present.